Hello everybody, welcome to day number 15. Can't believe I've done 15 days of videos. Just a nice little memory from February. Me and Dad went over to the Greenhouse Village, did a bit of a talk, kind of like the first big talk in front of a large audience. Anyway, day number 15, I've got a couple of sort of stretch complexes to do for you guys to warm up with. I'm using a massage ball and a bench. You can use a chair, you can use a desk, and a tennis ball, of course. So I am kneeling in this position, awful camera angle. And I'm kind of doing like a cat-camel movement. Really need to refilm this one. And all I'm doing is just arching and rounding from upper back. So I'm sure you guys have all done like a cat-camel stretch before. And this is really loosening up my upper spine. So this is just one of the things I normally do in my warm-up. This second one, I've slightly changed my hand position. The other arm's just relaxed and reaching through. And this is just stretching out sort of my deltoid and my pecs a little bit. Did a couple on each side. Just really loosening up through the upper body, especially I've been sitting down a lot more than usual. And that's causing me to round over a little bit more, which I certainly don't want. And this last one, just a wide hand position, forcing my head through. And that's an amazing stretch for my chest and shoulders. So this next one with the massage ball, just to loosen up some of those tricep muscles a bit. So I'm just rolling back and forward nice and slowly, looking for any sort of tender, sensitive areas I can sort of hover around. The next one you can do is a bit of forearm work. For those office job people that sit at the desk a lot, this is great for tendonitis, just to relieve that. Any pain for your elbow. Alright, the third and final one, I've got a couple of things to do in a piriformis stretch. So this first one, I'm just leaning forward, not that I can get very far, and exhaling on the way down, stretch out through the glute. The second one, I'm grabbing my knee with both hands, pulling towards my chest, and this is just kind of like repetition work, so you can do 10 or 20 reps. Just bring it to your chest or as far as you can go. The last one is like a PNF, so that I'm applying pressure to my knee, but I'm also forcing my knee up. And what I'll do is I'll hold for about 5 counts, then relax and repeat. And you can definitely get further and further. I think it's even quite visible on the video here. Yep, yeah, so forcing your hand and knee together, then relaxing and exhaling, and you can actually increase your range of motion. Alright, onto the circuit. So 3 rounds, 20 reps each, that's 20 reps total. Starting with some lateral lunges. I'm just using a dumbbell for all of these exercises, but as usual, use whatever you've got handy. Don't worry about going too low on these. Just keep the weight on your heel as well. Big step, push your hips back. That way we can work those posterior muscles as well. We don't want to overload the knee. This next one, to the floor overhead, so this is a full body movement. 20 reps of this is going to get your heart rate up, especially depending on what weight you use. Don't want you to go too fast, so just make sure you pretty much curl to your shoulder, up overhead. A bit of a squat movement. So this next one, a bit of a lawnmower variation, so I'm reaching down and then bringing that elbow up nice and high, and that's just working through the side of your back, through those lat muscles, as well as through your upper neck and shoulders. Last one, which I wasn't amazing at, so it's a single leg deadlift, but when you bring your foot back to the middle, then you do a traditional deadlift, and you're just alternating. More challenging on your balance, but it's also good to get those hammies and glutes firing. Then onto floor work, so dead bugs, where I want you to go slow, so a relatively slow tempo. You can use a band around your opposite hand and foot if you want, but just control all the way to the ground. Don't let your back arch, so try and keep the flat back position. And then we have a alternating shoulder tap. So I'm getting my knees as close to the ground as I can, and just a fast tap and alternating each time. Alright, so finisher. So a couple of stretches, a bit of a calf stretch. So my legs straight on the bench. All I'm doing is focusing on bringing my toes towards my body. Try and relax that leg as much as you can as well. I want to tense up. This is just to stretch out your calves, Get that ankle moving. Alright, so onto a toe reach. So you just reach as far as you can. Readjust there. Reach your toes, down your shin. Keep that leg straight. Just exhale, see if you can't push it a bit further. So another cool variation I've been doing is kind of like a lateral reach. So I just twist away from it and then bring my arm over my shoulder. Terrific to stretch out your obliques down the side of your back. And then I'll do an opposite arm reach. Again, just focus on your breathing the whole time. You want to get a stretch, doesn't have to be too intense. Now onto a shoulder stretch, so straight arm, feel it down the lateral portion of your shoulder. Pull that arm across and hold. And after this, I want you to do a tricep stretch, where you bring your elbow up nice and high. Push down on it with your other arm. And I notice a lot of people tend to collapse forward on these. So what I want you to sit or stand as upright as you can here. So don't hunch over. So chest up, head back. We also get a bit of a upper back stretch for this one as well. And then another cool variation for this is to do a bit of a tilt. So a couple of people asking what my favourite exercise is, and this is it. It's my favourite one. I'm pretty good at it as well. Anyway, have a terrific day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.